What's up guys, Aroneous here with another Raid Shadow Legends video. In today's video it's going to be the last part of the Lonatharil fusion, episode 7. So, if you've been watching all the episodes for this fusion, I know he's not the best fusion out there, but for my account, because I'm free to play, I try to go for every single fusion if I can help it. I know that sometimes it is important to skip fusions that aren't that great, so that way you get lucky and get an amazing fusion like our past fusion, Helicath. But for me, I just wanted to go for him. I didn't get Helicath, unfortunately, because I fell asleep and I didn't pull the specific Kinagashi champion or whatever, but still kind of infuriated from not getting the Helicath fusion. So I did want to go for this, and I got him. I'm going to fuse him now. I'm pretty pumped. And again, he's not the best champion, but I do want to utilize him. And then I also want to try to gear him. I don't know if I'm going to be able to gear him right now. Personally, I would love to see this guy in like a bolster set, or a relentless set, or a shield set. Preferably a bolster set would be really good on this guy. Or a relentless set, because he can play shield and stuff like that. So without further ado, let's pop this guy out. Got them all ready to go. We have enough silver. It costs 1 million to fuse. Unfortunate that it costs so much to fuse them too. Just another way for them to deplete your resources in this game, of course. So yeah, boom. We've got him. Lonatharil. Let's go. This dude looks pretty sick too, by the way. I like his look, man. I love the sword too. It's got like a little rapier for the sword. Look like he's all decked out with the sick gold trim armor. I don't know if anybody that watches this have ever played RuneScape, but this reminds me of RuneScape when you can get the gold trim armor in all black. That was like the coolest armor when I used to play RuneScape, the old nerd days. But yeah, let me know if you ever played that game. That was a fun game in the past. So look at these terrible reviews. They're kind of like wishy-washy. They're not in the red, but still pretty wishy-washy. Let me actually go over his kit, but I'm going to do it from here in the index. Because maxed out, he has 23k HP, almost 1.2, we'll call it 1.2 defense. Really low speed, I will say. I wish his speed was like 101 or 102. That would have been a little bit better. But, I mean, you can stack a ton of HP on this guy. His A1 attacks one enemy, decreases the target's turn meter by 30% of the damage inflicted, so it is really good for a Scarab boss, but I would love to see this guy, and I would love to utilize this guy in other areas of the game, such as Hydra. So that's kind of where I thought was Scarab and Hydra for this guy. So I don't know, maybe he's good in Hydra because Hydra won't be able to remove that shield based on his ability. So I'm going to get to that ability I'll showcase in a sec here. But he places a shield buff equal to 10% of this champion's HP, max HP, for 2 turns on an ally with the lowest HP, which is pretty nice. A2 attacks all enemies, places a shield buff on all allies for 3 turns, equal to 20% of this champion's max HP. Actually, I just thought of this. This guy could be insane in a protection set. Like, insane in a protection set. So, the only issue is, I don't know if the protection set only lasts for 2 turns. I'm pretty sure it only lasts for 2 turns if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong. Just leave it in the comments down below. I haven't actually geared any of my champions yet in protection. I don't have good pieces. If there are any dead allies, places a shield buff on all allies for 3 turns equal to 30% of this champion's max HP instead. This buff cannot be removed, stolen, transferred, spread, or have its duration increased or decreased by enemies or allies. So it does stink that it can't be removed, stolen, or more so, it can't be increased or decreased by enemies or allies, specifically allies. So if you tried to utilize him in Clan Boss, this ability wouldn't really be the best. But, I mean, it could scale well. Who knows? I don't think I'm going to use him in Clan Boss, but yeah, it is what it is. I just don't know if, like, for example, if he just places this shield for 3 turns equal to 20% of his max HP, does this still not work? Or does it only work, does it only not have the chance to increase the duration or decrease the duration if the allies are just dead in general and he places it? That's what I'm kind of confused about. So I'm just going to assume that it just doesn't work, period, even if the allies are not dead, where it can't be increased in duration. So, I mean, it's okay. It's okay. It's not the best, but it is pretty good if he has good resistance. Because he doesn't place anything on any of the champions, any of the enemies. So since he's not placing anything on enemies, you don't have to build him with accuracy whatsoever, which is totally fine. That's kind of cool. So on the A3, let's go here. Places a 30% increased crit damage buff on all allies for 2 turns, then teams up with all allies to attack a single enemy. And this is why I thought he would actually be pretty good against Hydra, and maybe halfway decent in Clan Boss. Not the best, but halfway decent. And then inflicts 20% more damage against targets under shield. So that's pretty cool. And then increases ally HP in Doom Tower battles. So again, I'm not really a huge fan of just single location auras, but it is what it is. It should be nice against the waves because he's going to bring a heavy amount of support to the team. So if for some reason you have damage-based champions that are dying too soon, maybe this guy can assist in that sense. And especially against like those Harvest Jack waves where they steal the shield. So if you have one champion dead, Harvest Jack's not going to be able to steal that shield from you, which is one of the most annoying abilities in PvE. So kind of a cool champion. Like I said, you don't need to build him with any accuracy. You can go all full-out resistance if you want to and put him on a defense-based team. He might be halfway decent on defense in a protection set or a bolster set or the stone skin set. He could even be good in a stone skin set as well. But again, it just depends on what your playstyle is. So I'm just going to take a quick peek at him. I do definitely want to level him up or ascend him at least. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's get this bad boy ascended. Alright, now that we got him ascended, let's take a peek at what I can do for him. Definitely going to put him under support-based champion type. And I want to try to ultimately get this guy to around 190 to 230 speed. The faster the better in regards to placing those shields. And I do want to try to get as much resistance on him as possible too. So let's just take a peek at what I have. I did just recently pull this refresh amulet, which is pretty cool. 5% chance to prevent skill cooldown. It's a crit damage with resistance. And let's just take a peek here. What we're going to get. Double attack. That sucks. Alright, so that stinks, but I'm going to keep that. Obviously, I'm going to keep this refresh amulet because it's a 5-star piece and I don't really have many refresh accessories on my account. So, but ultimately, you're definitely going to want to use HP for the primary substat, or this primary stat. And then for substats, I would go with resistance. So I do have a 6-star piece with accuracy and resistance, so there's a chance that I could end up getting all accuracy. Of course, I get all accuracy, no resistance. And then I do have a 5-star one with resistance and accuracy as well. Can we get lucky? There we go. Double roll on resistance this time. So with this one, it has 9 resistance for the 6-star, plus 16 would bring it to, if I maxed out the resistance, it's going to bring it to 25. And whereas this one, it could get to 39 right now if I max this 5-star one. So this one is going to have more resistance, not as much HP in the end, but it will have more resistance in the end. So I'm going to throw that one on him with the HP. And then let's go ahead and get the ring going. Obviously we want HP, we want HP percentage. So I do have a legendary piece here. This could end up being a really good piece or a really annoying piece if I land on flat stat attack. Please do not land on flat stat attack. And of course it does, not a single roll on HP percentage. Man, that hurts. Oh my god. Alright, we got another one here. We got another one with HP, right? Another one. What are we going to get? Of course, where is my luck today, dude? Flat stat, that just is trash. So then this is the only other one that could potentially be any good at all. So I'm just going to equip this one because this is probably going to be the only lucky one. And I already ran out of silver, so I'm going to try to get some silver and I'll come right back to you. Alright, so we're back. I was able to sell a little bit of accessories. And I got some more silver. I got about 1 million silver now. So let's take a peek. I definitely want to put him in HP boots across the board if I can help it, with high speed on the boots. And I'm going to try my best to get some damage if if I can do that too. So this one has 1 roll on speed with resistance boots. Resistance boots would be nice. But what would be even better is the HP with regeneration. That would be pretty sick. Or even a taunting set would be nice too. So taunting, I got speed, crit rate, accuracy on this one. This one's got double HP. Let's see, resilience. We've got 1 roll on speed, double roll on speed with this one with defense. This one actually looks pretty good with the double roll on speed. Let me see if I can get a double roll on this one with speed. Double roll on defense. Okay, that would make him a bit tanky, which is nice. This one has speed for Savage, but I need crit rate if I'm going to try to go Savage on this guy. I just don't think it's great. This one has HP with speed and crit rate. I think I'm going to put the speed boots on him. Let's go with that. 6-star speed boots, not terrible, but not the best. We're going to go with HP on the chest plate as well. Set there. But I would prefer to have resistance. It's just that I don't have great resistance gear, unfortunately. I could also go with stalwart gear. Stalwart might actually be pretty good on him too. Not a lot of crit rate there though. And then of course Immortal could be good on him too. I think I'm going to end up going with damage on this guy. I kind of want to see how much he does for damage. The only issue here is that I want him to have resistance, but he won't have high enough resistance. So I guess I'm just going to forego the resistance route for now. Try for damage, at least a little bit of damage, and a little bit of speed. So speed there. I need HP with crit rate. Nice. HP with crit rate. It does have accuracy, which is kind of annoying. With crit rate. So that's nice. So right now we're looking at 56% crit rate, 85% crit damage. He's not going to be super heavy hitting on this, unfortunately. But let's see what I can come up with. I do want speed now and crit rate. I could go with more crit damage or resistance. That's kind of a little bit too much though. I kind of have to go full out damage at this point because the resistance route is kind of not going to work. I do have a decent protection piece here. Nothing crazy though. Honestly, putting him in stalwart gear probably would have been the best bet for me. But again, I could switch him out if needed. Yeah, I think we're going to go with damage. Put some more crit rate there. We do have a helmet. Crit rate, but it has attack on it. This one has crit rate, crit damage, speed. Speed, crit rate. Let's see if we can get this to 12 without losing all of our money. Crit rate. Okay, that's not bad. So crit rate 14 plus crit damage and speed. Speed 13. Crit rate. I might want to go with more speed, to be honest. Yeah, so more speed, 79% crit rate. And we've got one more piece here. We need crit rate and we need speed. So crit rate 16 with speed, HP, and defense. That's actually a pretty decent piece. So right now he's at 161 speed. And we got exactly 95% crit rate, 105 crit damage. I could switch this out for a crit damage piece instead. Okay, yeah, this is going to be the piece. Except I don't have any more silver, so let's take a peek here. Alright, so I ended up going with crit damage amulet instead of the HP amulet. And what I'll do is I'll keep upgrading this guy. I'm going to get masteries on him. I won't be able to get his books completed, unfortunately. As a free-to-play player, books are very hard to come by for Legendary. But I'll definitely get his masteries completed, and I'll upgrade his artifacts, and then maybe I'll create a showcase video on this guy. and see how he does, especially in Hydra. I'm interested to see him in Hydra, to be honest with you. So I got him in double crit damage sets and 1 speed set, and right now he's sitting at 161 speed. If I do get him to rank 6 and then ascend him, I'll probably put an HP banner on him or a resistance banner. Most likely it's going to be an HP banner, and get some speed rolls, and hopefully I'll be good to go. So I should have a halfway decent banner, I think, for speed. So what I'm going to do is just take a peek at my banners just to showcase what I could throw on him. So there's 1 roll on speed there with defense, HP, double attack, no. So yeah, so most likely it'll probably be this one with the speed and defense, because I want to make him have as much HP as possible. This one also has speed. This one has speed and defense too. So I want as much HP as possible, and then I can just go from there. So yeah, so there we are. I did get Lonatharil. I did just try to put as much gear on him as possible based on my account and where it's at. Let me know what you guys think about Lonatharil in the description below. Did you go for Lonatharil? And if not, what did you guys end up doing? How'd you do on your boosted summon pulls for Madame Ceres or other champions? Also want to just take a moment to say if you could subscribe to the channel would be very, very beneficial to me and to create more content like this for you guys, the viewer, and I would really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care.